R&B and Britain, they don't mix very well.
Yeah, not
So
very
where did
well.
that bit come from for you?
Definitely my mum. A
Okay.
lot of it is like just what my mum used to listen to when I was growing up. Like my mum used to listen to The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill religiously.
Okay.
Like she had the CD and the tape
Okay,
version
cool, yeah.
because we only had the tape in the car.
Yeah.
So she literally used to listen to it religiously, and she listened to a lot of Mary J. Blige. And I think just growing up and listening to what my mum listened to, because I was with my mum all the time, it kind of just like subconsciously was there. And then as I've gotten older and I've been able to listen to music of my choice, it's just always been there.
It's
I've just
naturally been a
always
part
loved.
of who you are.
Yeah.
So when you break down who you are to people, when people meet you for the first time, what's like the LMA title? Do you say I'm an R&B singer? Do you say I'm a singer-songwriter? How do you describe yourself to people who have never heard you before?
If I read articles or stuff, they say like UK singer-songwriter.
Yeah.
UK R&B singer-songwriter, whatever.
The reason why I ask is because of how big Boo'd Up is. You sort of now are just automatically flying the R&B flag.
Yeah.
Is that what you wanted from the beginning?
If when I was a little girl, growing up listening to R&B, you would have told me like, I don't know, 15 years later or whatever, that I would be like, everyone keeps saying the new face of R&B,
Yeah.
right? Which is like a hell of a title. That's a crazy title.
This is why she's never going to write a grime lyric as well now. She's like, you guys have ruined my dream.
No, because I would like I happily take it because
Good.
I'm honoured because I grew up listening to R&B legends. So for people
Amazing.
to now say I'm flying the flag and I'm the new face of R&B is insane. And I remember just sitting there thinking about it one day, like, wow, if I was like 10 years old again and looked at myself, I would be like, wow, I'm so cool. Like I would want to be, me at 10 years old would want to be me
Be you
now
now.
at 23. So
That is sick.
yeah.
That is really sick. Not many people can say that, you know.
I know.
That is a really beautiful thing.
Thank you.
So Boo'd Up is a song that has endless accolades. You know the people say, I want my accolades. Can you go back for me? Who was the first person that said to you that Boo'd Up is incredible, amazing, it's going to be huge?
I think it was Chris Brown.
So what happened? Tell me the story.
I put Boo'd Up out in February 2017 on my third EP called Ready. And that was when I was just starting to tour with Kehlani. I opened up for Kehlani last year. And Boo'd Up wasn't in my set because it was so new. I was like, no one's going to know what I'm talking about. So let me just do my older stuff so people know what I'm doing. And then as the tour went on, I would go to the merch booth every night after the show to like take pictures and stuff. People were coming up to me like, why is Boo'd Up not in your set? Why is Boo'd Up not in your set? And I'm like, I mean, I thought you guys wouldn't know.
I didn't know you knew it.
Yeah. So I was like, but Boo'd Up was one of the songs from like me and my team that we love, but we didn't know its potential.
Okay.
We slept on Boo'd Up ourselves. I can admit. So we didn't know its potential and I didn't have it in the set. But as the time went on and so many people were asking me, why is it not in my set? I'm like, all right, I think I might
It's
have
time to play it. Now,
I have to put it in my
How many
set.
months into the tour was this, by the way?
This was probably about 2.5. So I had
Right,
2.5 months left.
Yeah.
So I ended up coming out to it. We changed my opening song and Boo'd Up was the song I came out to.
Okay.
And the reception was so different. So I was like, okay, this might be something. And then during the tour, Chris Brown, hadn't met him, anything. Chris Brown goes on his Instagram story and was listening to it and is like, this is my song, like jamming, singing along to it. He was the first person. And then slowly but surely, maybe like 5 months later is when it really started like blowing up. But he was 5 months early.
The United Kingdom and R&B have never been two things that gel very well together.
Yeah, it's very
It must be
upsetting.
it must be a beautiful feeling to know that people will connect with you no matter what.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where you're from or like where you grew up or where you went to school.
It's funny because a lot of people didn't even know I was English because when I sing, you can't really tell.
Yeah.
So when I would turn around and speak, they'd be like, who is this person? Like I have on my EPs, I have skits in between my songs that is me talking.
Yeah.
I had people ask me like, oh, I thought you hired someone to do that. I'm like, no,
it's me.
It was me. But I think with the UK and R&B, I feel like I've been saying this a lot as well. I hope that with me being from the UK and some people are like, oh, she's from both because I lived in America. So I have like both, but I'll take it, whatever it is. But I was born here, I have a British passport, so I'm English. But I hope that the industry can see that there is room for it.
So with all of this success, obviously you got Trip out now as well.
Yes.
Have you had to be like, okay, I was going to do it this way, but scrap that plan. We're going with a new plan, make an album, put it out now. Like what has been the difference, if any?
We actually haven't had to change anything.
Oh, sick.
Ever since I came off tour with Kehlani last year, I've been working on my debut album. So it's just been just over a year now. And obviously none of us anticipated that stuff would happen this way.
Yeah.
But none of us are complaining. So
Not one complaint over here, guys.
But the good thing about it is because I had started my debut album already last summer and I've been working on it for a full year, when Boo'd Up really did start to take off, we already were kind of prepared because I already have stuff like in the in the vault, ready to go. So now it's like, okay, I've released Boo'd Up as the single, I guess, and then Trip now is my second single, and now everyone's like, where's your album? But because I've been working on it for a year, I didn't feel rushed. I didn't feel like I had to just put something together.
That is such a blessing.
Which is a blessing, because I would never want to feel like that, because then the creative side of it
gets thrown out the window.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh, timing and rushing, and this might not be good, but we need to put it out. And I never want to feel like that. So luckily, everything's gone to plan so far.